Welcome to Talk Dirty to Me.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today we are here with a special guest who himself is in the trash industry as a fellow driver.
My name is Nick. Nice to meet everybody. I work for Public Services. I'm a swing driver. I've been doing this stuff for a very long time, since I was a kid. But a little bit about myself. I'm a swing driver. I actually got my own YouTube channel. I'm a father of 4, a jiu-jitsu practitioner, photographer, self-proclaimed professional photographer. But yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
It's awesome.
I appreciate you guys bringing me on.
Yeah, definitely.
We really like having you.
Yeah. So what was your childhood like before you got into the trash business?
Well, childhood, I was raised by my stepfather, and he actually got into the industry because of my uncle. So one of my aunties, the man that she married, he's actually been in the industry for, I want to say, like 35 years, something crazy like that. But I remember growing up, and we I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Hispanic culture, but my godfather, we call him Nino. So my Nino would always bring home cool shit from the garbage, or the shit that customers would give him. So I mean, he'd bring us home bikes and toys and just a bunch of cool, fun stuff. But yeah, my childhood was, I remember my dad, my uncle being in the trash industry, and honestly, I kind of remember my dad always being gone. Now it's like, my kids don't really got to go through that just because I don't put in 60 hours like he used to. But yeah, my childhood was pretty good. I had a pretty good childhood. Can't complain about nothing. Wasn't rich. I mean, I had a meal every night. Let's just say that. I had a meal and a roof to sleep under.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's good. How about you guys?
I mean, I did a lot of computer stuff before I got into the trash game. So I was more computers, stuff like that. Yeah. I was a network admin for Comcast for a few years.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Alex?
Well, I was actually originally out of high school supposed to join the military. I was planning on making a career out of the Army, but they failed to neglect to tell me that I couldn't actually apply for anything when I had 2 broken wrist bones from high school. So when I went through the process of meeting with recruiters and getting into MEPS, I actually got a call from my recruiter while I was in the process of doing through MEPS, which MEPS is, supposed to be a pre-boot camp, basically. And I was like about halfway through that, and I got a call from him saying, hey, I forgot to mention in the medical review side, if you had any broken bones or anything, I saw you listed 2 down there, like how bad were the breaks, and I had one that broke completely, so I had to get a pin in there, which I still have one in my wrist. And he's like, yeah, unfortunately, at the time, liability-wise, they didn't want to sign off on me because if I got more injured in the military, they'd be responsible for it, yada, yada. So I ended up having to try to pursue a different career path because I couldn't do that at all. So I got into retail and kind of bounced from job to job, working like Walmart, Lowe's, and stuff like that. But then when I was living in the village I was at, my landlady, who happened to be on the board of the village board, she offered me a job working as a trash thrower. So I'm like, that's what I'm really interested in too. But I had like a minor heart scare when I was in realty. So I started, throwing trash in the back of a truck, got my CDL within 6 months and never looked back. So I've been in the trash game for going on 10 years now. So.
Very good.
Like got me.
Funny thing, my dad, my stepfather, I refer to him as my dad, but my dad told me when I turned 18, he said if you don't get your CDL when you turn 18, you're getting kicked out. The fuck, Dad? But yeah, that was my reason. I mean, I wanted to be in it anyway, just because I remember growing up, like we used to always look up at my Nino and my Nina, just like the way that they were living, just like how beautiful their house was and stuff. And that was I was gonna get it anyways. I knew the path I wanted to go down, Yeah,
right. That's pretty interesting considering the perception the public has of trash men these days. I don't know, on your side of the coast or down where you're at, if it's any different than over here on the east side. But I mean, it's definitely evolved over the years where people used to have more respect for their trash men and individuals. But now it seems like, everyone's just like, oh, those dirty trash guys, oh, he's got a big beard. He must be a scumbag or something,
right,
versus someone else,
Yeah,
Do you feel any of that kind of perception loss where you're from?
So, from what I've experienced, the way that we're perceived over here is sort of like it's sort of the same thing that you're saying, but like I was actually just rolling with the driver. I think it was on Thursday, and like we were just talking about the different like encounters that we've had with people, and he had told me that not gay, but this dude's good looking, right? And some lady tells him she tells him, she's like, hey, you're way too gorgeous to be doing this job. So I'm like, I've seen it through that part, but I've also seen where people just like idolize us. Like, when you guys will roll up and you guys will see like kids get excited for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, I've had over here where like the moms, not really the dads, but the moms get way more excited than what the children do. I'm like, it's freaking awesome. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly,
right.
I've always, since I was young, I mean, like I was saying, I've been in this since I was 18, but since I was young, everyone has been like, oh, you're a trash man? And then I tell them, like, do you understand what this job entails? Like, do you know how much money we make? And they're like, a lot of people don't. And they're like, dang, dude, I've been in college for freaking forever and got this degree, and you make more than double what I do. I'm like, no, there you go.
Right.
On top of that, we do something that's environmentally good,
Oh, yeah.
Right. Most of us make almost 100K a year.
Yeah.
Just do what we do.
For us, dude, there's probably more drivers that make 100K that don't over where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah. The money's
definitely
crazy
depends
and
on
trash.
a lot. Yep. Oh yeah, that depends on the region too. I mean, also what company you get into, whether it be a local village or an actual company that's international, national, or has a lot of divisions. That does play a key role in how much you make as a trashman. If you're working for a little mom and pop, you're not going to be making as much as you would be working for a larger corporation or village. But the money definitely is there. I mean, because I used to have an accountant I used to deal with, and I'm like, tell me the top 5 jobs that are going to have security for me in the long term. He's like, well, being a lawyer, doctor, and then like the third one, he said that actually he was in the trash industry. He's like, because trash is always going to be around. So you're never going to lose any kind of job with that. As long as you stick with it, get your CDL and keep going with it, you got a future wherever you want to go,
Yeah, that's actually what I remember, when how old are you guys?
I'm 36.
I'm 40.
How old are you, Shawn? You're 40? Okay, so
40.
You guys remember it more than what I do, but when the whole 2008 thing happened, so I'm 32 now, so whatever the math says about that, but I remember like everybody struggling and just like everyone just like freaking out about losing their jobs. And dude, we were flourishing at the time. Like actually, that's when my parents bought their house, was back in the whole time of the whole downturn. Yeah, like when anything economically, anything is a downturn in the economy, it's like we always have security. Like I don't know about you guys, but like when this whole like 2020 thing went down, the whole what virus went down, it's dude, like it was more benefit than good. Like I don't know about you guys, but over here we actually got, okay, this is going to be a little weird, but I got fired actually back during the whole COVID thing, right? So when I got fired, I went and drove semis for a little bit for Starbucks, right? And then I ended up coming back to trash like probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember. But as I came back, because of the whole COVID thing, they brought me back, dude, at like almost $5 more an hour than what I was making.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, like, so I mean, honestly, any sort of downturn for us has been good, I don't know what you guys have experienced out there, but that's my experience. It's been amazing. Anytime something crazy goes on with the economy, it's like, it's good for us,
Yeah, we're definitely good. Yeah. And the whole COVID thing, at least we got to work. A lot of people were out staying at home and stuff. At least we got a paycheck every week still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was definitely nice having that.
Yeah, for sure. Did they make you guys ride around with with those cards? What our card said something like I'm an essential worker or something like that. Did you guys have to ride around with those too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We had one for our pocket and one for our windows of our cars.
Okay, yeah, us too. Yeah, us too.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
yeah, for sure. And actually, at that time, I was sorry, I was driving and doing the airport route. Hey, hold on one second. What's that? Okay, I will. But yeah, at the time when I got fired, I was doing I was driving for the airport. I was doing the airport route, so DIA. But yeah, it was cool. I felt special. Yeah, I'm out on the road. No one's out here. Yeah, it was cool. Definitely weird times.
Yeah. It definitely got really weird because I mean they started saying a whole bunch of stuff and we thought we were going to be tipping dead bodies. We had in one of our podcasts we actually talked about it, but we thought we were going to start picking up bodies or something because they were like they ain't going to pick up the bodies. So we were like, oh no, are we going to start getting bodies? And it never happened. But it's always just a thing, Hey, is people going to throw their loved ones out into the trash?
Yeah, it's kind of freaky to think
You never
about.
know. Yeah, right. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we actually had
growing up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're back in I think it was probably like 2012, 2013. There was a little girl up in Boulder that somehow the word got out that no, wasn't it Boulder? It might have been a different city, but there was word that she was put in the trash, right? So, dude, they stopped literally everybody, dude. They stopped probably like 3 or 4 local companies, right? And they literally dug through the landfills, dude. They made us go dump our trucks. They searched everywhere for this little girl, dude. It was the saddest thing. They never found her, but yeah, I'm like, man, like, stuff does happen though, I'm sure,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely, oh man, I couldn't even imagine that. I mean, I've almost gotten somebody once with the front load. I've picked them up window level, but I couldn't imagine tipping somebody into my truck.
Oh, dude,
that'd be terrible.
So with me being a swing driver, I do a lot of the downtown routes, dude, and I couldn't even count on my hands and toes how many times that's happened to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because I do a city too, and it's only happened to me once. Well, thank God, but it's only happened once where I've grabbed somebody. And there's millions of homeless people living around the cans, yeah.
Yeah.
We've gotten lucky with it.
For sure.
My only scare was at a landfill when I was dumping off my load. Look behind me and I see like an arm pop out. Luckily, it was only a mannequin arm from like a tailor. But I'm like, oh my God, I stopped the whole truck. God, I don't look. I pull the arm out. Like, oh, okay, it's just a mannequin. I'm good.
Yeah. Wake you up a little bit, huh?
Oh, yeah. There's a little pucker factor on that one.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So, growing up, did you have any hobbies?
Growing up, I'm a big basketball, football player, and baseball. But honestly, I got more hobbies as I got older. Not so much when I was younger. Like I used to love playing games. I'm sure like every other kid, but really I stuck to sports. I've always loved sports, and actually now that I'm older, I'm still like super stuck on sports. I actually coach all of my kids in everything, dude. Like I coach them.
That's
in,
awesome.
Yeah, football, baseball. All of us do jiu-jitsu. They do wrestling. Literally everything.
It's really cool.
Yeah, soccer.
Yeah.
But
on
sports
your channel,
since I was young. I mean, you could, but I mean, I'll just tell you guys some stuff.
Viking, but I'm not going to mess with somebody with jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean?
Look at this.
Yeah. It's funny. My kid, they always refer to me as they call me an anaconda. It's hilarious. And I'm like, why do you guys want to always call me that? And they're like, well, because Dad, do you not see how you wrap people up and choke them? It's funny. But yeah, since I was young though, sports have been my hobby. I've always loved being active.
That's really
awesome.
cool. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Well, can you share a funny or embarrassing moment you've had?
And trash or just in general?
In general, anything. You can talk about anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys some trash things. So actually, I was recording one time, and I mean, it really wasn't embarrassing. It was just kind of like it's kind of an awkward moment. So I'm recording, right? And I don't know about you guys, but you guys said you don't take your stuff on route, but I literally bring like my whole camera setup, my tripod, my microphones. I bring everything, right? And I have it set up quick to where I can literally extend my tripod legs, throw it up, and start recording. It takes like 3 seconds, right? And I'm setting my stuff up, and this lady comes up to me, and she like looks at me, and she like looks at what I'm doing, and she's like, "Hi." And it was like super awkward at first. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And I just got to talking to her, and she kind of had like a starstruck moment. It was really, it was kind of embarrassing at first just because I'm like, damn, what am I doing setting all this shit up, you know? But then she pulls up the YouTube channel and she's like, "Whoa, you're like famous, guy." Like, I'm not really, but but yeah, that was sort of an embarrassing moment just because like in the spur of the moment, like, you know, you detach yourself from the situation. I'm like, damn, what am I doing?
Right.
Yeah,
So
no, I've had a lot of embarrassing moments. Actually, in jiu-jitsu too, I record my jiu-jitsu content too, right? And it's a very intimate sport, right?
right, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm rolling around and with one of my boys, right? And there's two females behind me, and the dude that I'm rolling with, this dude is like, the way that this dude grips with his legs, and I mean, it's whatever gets in the way is gonna get yanked down, right? So we're rolling, and I'm on top of this guy, and am I allowed to cuss?
You say whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay, so my ass is like facing these women, right? And my shorts just like keep coming down and coming down and coming down. We're like, I'm like full mooning these girls. I'm like, shit, do I stop fighting? That's been an embarrassing moment.
Great.
I've had two of those embarrassing moments. Actually, another time too. I was about 10, 11 years old. We were at the rec center, and at the bottom of the swimming pool, there's a window, right? And I went to go moon some of my friends, and I couldn't swim that good at the time, right? So I go to put my ass under the window, and my ass floats up, and like I mooned the lifeguards and I ended up getting in trouble, and that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever. Yeah, I've had my moments. Let's just say that.
Yeah, definitely. It's so funny that you say about recording because like that's one of my most embarrassing things. Like even right now, still like I hate seeing myself on camera. Like it's the hardest thing to do. So
how many videos have you done?
Understand that. We've done what? This is our 6th episode, 7th episode.
6th episode. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you're still super new to it. Okay.
Super.
So I've done.
Yeah.
We're like little babies on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done probably like it's probably took me like 10 videos. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of like what's that word? Extroverted. I'm like
extrovert. Yep.
It probably took me like 10 videos to get like actually comfortable to talking to the camera, and then I ended up listening to this YouTube video or something, and the way that they said it is like talk to the camera like it's your friend. So now the camera's my friend. That's how I was able to get comfortable. But no, it's weird at first.
It definitely is. I try to do just something where I just talk normally. I just talk to the camera, and it's like, man, it took me like 500 shoots just to get like a 2-second video.
Yeah, no, it's something. It's definitely a skill for sure.
Then you're looking around to make sure, you know, because like I said, I do city work, and I'm at work while I did it, and I was like looking around. I'm like, man, somebody's gonna Narcan me. I know somebody's gonna Narcan me.
Yeah, it's definitely something to get used to for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a little extra. I'm on route, and I'm always singing at the top of my lungs. I like a lot of opera, like a lot of vocals, power metal. So I'm out there tipping cans, pulling. I'm only in residential. I mean, I've tried my hand at other departments, but I just kind of stick with what I like, and I like, you know, being out in the country, going stop to stop. So I'm out there on a lake road, and I'm over there pulling cans across, and I'm belting out Phantom of the Opera, and then I'm looking around, you know, and I see these old people just sitting on their porch, like, yeah, keep it going, that was good, and I'm like, all right. Like, so I just keep moving along, you know.
Look at that.
I didn't think that bearded fat guy can sing that loud, but okay.
That's funny, dude. That's too funny. That's cool, man. That's cool. I love hearing it.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have fun what you're doing, man. Otherwise, ain't no point in doing it.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly. That's been one of my favorite things too about driving trash trucks. Is like, you can be karaoke all day long, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it. You guys have drive cams in your trucks?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. See, us too. I sing to the drive cam.
You guys, do you guys use tablets?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Unless we have unless our tablets go down, which actually that's what happened on Thursday. Our tablets went down, so we ended up going off of a paper route. But actually, when
we know how to do both.
Yeah, exactly. When I first started with Republic back in my initial seniority goes back to 2013. So when it was back then, we used to do nothing but paper routes. It was never tablets. So the tablets are cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind them not one bit.
I like the
I don't
tablets.
mind doing the paper route, but tablets are pretty sweet, man.
I like it because they can track us. And now when a customer says, "Hey, your guy didn't pick us up," yeah, look at our GPS.
Right. Yeah,
So,
and
yeah,
with
definitely.
us, dude, we have the drive cam, and then we also have a camera under it. So it literally records like when we. I don't know if it records based off the lift, but dude. There's no fooling it. Like if a customer wants to call in and like do some false accusations, dude, there ain't no way around it no more. You know, which is smart, but I mean, it kind of sucks having Big Brother watching over you all day long. You know.
Yeah. We have like 30 cameras on our trucks. We have them on the sides.
It's like 9.
39, 26.
You got your 2 alley cameras, your 1 rear view camera, driver out-facing, driver in-facing, 2 side cameras.
Cab. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
I absolutely love it.
30. That's what I say too. I'm like, yeah, we have like 50 cameras that are on this truck.
Right.
Yes, come look at it. Really, it's like 6, but 56.
I pick up a prison. And I told the prison, I was like, I got more cameras on my truck than you guys have in your prison.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool the way the trash trucks are equipped nowadays.
Definitely.
What do you guys drive?
I drive a Mack McNeilus combo.
Okay. How about you,
residential.
Shawn?
I do.
What kind of truck?
McNeilus too. Front load.
What kind of truck though? Like a Mack
A
or
McNeilus. A Mack McNeilus. Same thing.
Oh, okay. You too. Okay.
Yeah.
We have.
Our whole division's Mack.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, we have Macks. We have auto cars, Peterbilt.
We have 1 auto car. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the auto cars. Like I prefer the Macks. Well, I don't know. That's a lie. I prefer the power of the Macks, but the auto cars, they're way more roomy. Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
for sure they are.
Oh yeah,
agree.
Yeah,
agree.
I mean, we kind of had an updated fleet recently. I mean, it's taken a couple of years, but when I first got started here, we had a bunch of auto cars, a bunch of Macks, and they're all older style, so they're more boxy. So the auto cars have more room, but you had to like climb up into it like you're freaking trying to climb a ladder, you know.
Right.
But they had a lot more room in them. We definitely like the newer ones. I mean, most of our stuff because we all do automated assisted side load, so we all get to play with joysticks all day and pick up the cans with a claw. So that's how we do residential.
Right.
It's a lot, I mean, it's a lot more fun than when people lead on, but it's a pain in the ass still sometimes. I mean, you got people that put stuff next to mailboxes or behind poles. You got to get out, move it, whatever. But, I mean, it's a lot easier than doing rear load. I mean, of course, people always are outside waving their hands up like, you missed me. I'm like, you're on the opposite side of the street, guy. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Right.
3 hours later, coming back down.
Right.
Alex,
that's our reality.
Alex, do we really get out and move them cans away from the poles, though?
Well, I mean, the good drivers like me do that, but Shawn would just take the mailbox and everything else around it, so.
Dump everything, including the mailbox. That's right.
Yep.
I learned to go around the pole.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
This is not like one of the last drivers we had there that, kept going over cars with the arm. You're like, I can get over that car. I can get over that car. Smash. Oops. Nope. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? That's something too, is like, since I've been doing this, how many accidents have you guys had?
2 so far with a commercial vehicle.
How about you, Shawn? Dang. Yeah, see, I don't mean to brag, but dude, since I've been doing this, I still have, better knock on something, but I still have yet to have an at-fault accident, dude. Like that's something that I definitely take with pride. Like, and especially with driving, dude, it's hard not to hit stuff, especially in the automated stuff. Yeah. I mean, dude, we've had drivers like literally swoop up a car and drag cars, dude, with the arms. Like,
we've had that.
Trash is dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a brush. I brushed a car with the truck. They put me in this little area, and I zipped around and got in there, grabbed the can, and there was so much going on in the area, and I looked away for 1 second and touched the car with the tire of the truck.
All it takes, dude. It's all it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's hard. So our reality is crazy, dude. Like, it's really crazy. Go ahead.
I got one at fault and then one not at fault. Well, so my at fault one is I was at a stop sign in the city, kind of just edging forward, looked left, looked right, and then I started edging forward. I noticed there was a car diagonally across from me on another side street, but she was turning left, I'm turning right, so I had the right of way. I was there first, so I start inching out, and then she just zooms right past me, and I end up catching her back bumper on my front bumper, so I just ripped her whole rear end right out, basically. So I'm like, come on, like, I wasn't even going 5 miles an hour, but that was one at fault one I had. And the other one I had is actually a lady came flying down a major highway. I'm on the side of the road picking up, trash. I'm parked. Look behind me, see a car's flying by me, but I see one lady. She ain't moving over at all. Like, she just keeps gunning towards me. I pull the parking brake and I just kind of, didn't feel a dang thing though. You know what I mean? Like, she hit me going 60 miles an hour, didn't feel anything. Luckily, she survived. But it tore off my whole tag axle and everything, and blew out my tires and everything. That was pretty insane. But, I've seen some pretty bad accidents, I mean, because I used to do tow truck driving before I got in the trash. So,
oh my goodness.
I was on my other side jobs, for 3 years. I saw a lot of crazy accidents, but I mean, that was still pretty bad.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's man, I'll tell you what, like I've had a similar incident, not to that 60 mile an hour one that you had, but over in a plaza that I was doing. So it was a one way this way, one way this way in the parking lot, right? So I'm driving this way, and in order to get into the enclosure, you have to swing into the opposite lane, right? You guys know how it is. So this guy that was behind me, he decided to go and drive between, as soon as I'm widening out, he tries to go between the curb and my truck, right? And that was one that I got lucky with, because I honestly thought I was going to get the ticket for it, but the officer was like, no, dude, you're not at fault. That guy should have been patient. This is a one way that way, one way this way. But dude, I messed his car up. Well, he messed his car up because I wasn't at fault, but dude, the trash trucks, it doesn't take much, dude. It don't take much at all for some crazy shit to happen, Yeah, I ended up taking out I took out his bumper. It was bad. Let's just say that. It was pretty bad. And he's probably going maybe like 10, 15 miles an hour. But yeah, it's like that quick, dude. That quick.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I've been lucky with that. I haven't seen nothing massive. So been lucky. Good.
Yeah, we've had some crazy. I can tell you guys some stories, dude. But this podcast will go on for 6 hours, dude. I've got some crazy stories. Yeah,
definitely.
I'll let you guys go ahead, because I'll talk you guys' ears off. We won't get nowhere.
Right.
So, one question I got for you is, how do you keep motivated throughout the day? Especially if you're a swing driver, so you got something new every day going on. But like, say you got handed a crappy route, or it's going to be a long day for you. It's going to be a struggle. How do you keep yourself keeping positive, uplifted, and motivated throughout the day?
I think a lot of it's routine. So I always start my morning off with I just do everything I could to go into the day with the best mood. So what I'll do is automatically wake. Well, it depends on the day too, because like sometimes I'll wake up and I won't go until 5:30, 6 o'clock, But whenever I wake up, I always hydrate myself first. So I always drink a glass of water, maybe 2, just put it down right away. As soon as I get up, I'll make me the best coffee that I possibly could, right? And then really, I have to pick up my kids from school. So when they get off to school, like that's a motivating factor. I mean, obviously it's frowned upon if you don't finish the route, But besides that, honestly, besides looking forward to the children, just jiu-jitsu. Looking forward to jiu-jitsu, Yeah, that's
right.
There's a lot of these things that are outside of work that keep me motivated,
That's good.
That's real cool. Yeah.
You definitely got to have that, family life, or, something outside the trash game that's going to keep you, positive and going, want to get through the day faster and keep you going, Definitely helps out a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah, I think majority of it is just like the hobbies that are outside of my work day, like being excited to get off of work and go shoot a video, or go play soccer with the kids, go play, really anything that has to do with being active with the kids, or even for myself, because like when I go, I train jiu-jitsu pretty consistently, like twice a week, more if I could, but that's honestly that's something that I really look forward to, like a lot. Like that's like my main, besides like firearms, like I love my firearms, shooting guns and stuff, but jiu-jitsu is for sure like the biggest thing that I look forward to outside of work, besides spending time with my kids and stuff, Yeah, that martial arts is fun.
Now it's kind of funny because I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. So you're heavy into sports, you're heavy into jiu-jitsu. So I'm actually a big nerd, believe it or not. I'm into Star Wars, Star Trek, sci-fi, fantasy, all that kind of stuff. So I'm a 6'4" guy. I'm a pretty big guy. Most people are like, that guy played football in high school. Well, yeah, in high school I did, but after that, not anymore. I'm good. So I'm more playing card games like Magic the Gathering's a big one we're all into.
Nice.
Got my family into that and stuff. A pretty big nerd, but that's most of my time with my family is spent, doing stuff like that, doing activities like that, or, going out to see movies or going outside to do stuff like that. I don't do LARPing or any of that stuff. I'm not dressing up in any costumes or anything yet.
LARPing is fun, man. Come on. I love LARPing.
Well,
dude.
I guess you could consider airsoft LARPing, I guess, if you want to go that way. I mean, I do airsoft quite a bit, or I used to. I haven't got back into it in the last couple of years, but, I used to do a lot of airsoft, but my kids are like, oh, come on, Dad, let's go play airsoft. I'm like, before we do anything, you got to make sure you can take a hit, you know what I mean? Because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's a little classic BB smacking you. First time they got shot, they're like, nope, we're out, we're done.
Yeah, airsoft is nuts, dude. I have a cousin that
I love it.
I have a cousin out here. He owns it's a whole arena that you can go and do. Dude, it's so freaking fun. I love airsoft. I love LARPing, dude. I'll happily own it too. Like I have a so with me having for the people that watch this that don't know about me, we have a total of like 56,000 subscribers. So I kind of use that. Well, not kind of. I do use it to my advantage. So like I got a bunch of shit that I LARP with, dude. That I've been sponsored for the channel. So I hella love LARPing, dude. I've got the war ballots, dude. Got everything going, dude. Yeah, it's fun.
Wow, that's really
Shawn,
cool.
We should start our little jousting competition and get some sponsors, bro.
Yeah, dude. If you guys want to, dude, I got my pitches down really good. I'll teach you guys how to do it for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I have a buddy who he was bugging me to start up a firearms channel, and so he ended up doing it like a year later, 2 years later. Mm-hmm. Immediately, like I think like his third video, I helped him start getting sponsors for his channel. And he's not even monetized through YouTube already. Yeah, I got it down pretty good. Seriously, if you guys want some insight,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's something I'm actually trying to get into. It's just like difficult for me because I don't know where to go. So I'm working on that.
I'm your guy. I'm your guy.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
for sure.
It's definitely what we're looking for. So yeah. I've watched a few of your videos. Your videos are awesome. Like they're really entertaining. Yes, definitely.
Oh, do you think so?
Definitely
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I really think so.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Especially the ones with the knives.
Yep. I was gonna say that.
I like the knives where you're throwing the knives and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. That's actually that's my buddy Zach. He owns a Wingard Wearables, but he's provided me with their tomahawks, dude. They're freaking awesome. I love the shit out of those things, dude. And it's just like that brings out like something primitive in you, just like throwing something like that, dude. That's some fun shit, dude. Oh yeah,
right.
I love
really cool. Yeah,
yeah, no, they're super cool, super expensive, dude. Like you'd be surprised how expensive those things are.
Yeah,
yeah. But no, dude, it's fun for sure. But yeah, you guys want some insight? I'll happily teach you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was really cool. And the guns, I definitely like guns. So I don't know about Alex with guns, but yeah, definitely like guns.
I play airsoft. I don't own any firearms or anything. I'm not a big hunter. I mean, nothing against firearms at all, but I just don't have the monetary, stake into it or anything, or I don't have any buddies that go out and shoot firearms or anything, best we're doing is shooting, 20s or 22s in the backyard or, shooting skeet or, just, pinging targets. We're not really big into it at all. It's more the crowd you flow with, you know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing against firearms, I mean, they serve a purpose and they're fun to fire. Yeah.
They definitely are. Alex, do you want to go out and shooting? I got a bunch, so.
Well, I mean, I told you, anytime you want to invite me out, man, let's go to the gun range. That's fine.
Yeah.
Gun range, though. Not doing it on backyard field like I would do, I'm a country boy. You're a city boy,
Yeah, I was going to say. We just do it right in town. We don't care.
No, we're not doing it in town. Don't need no 5-0 popping up, you know what I'm saying? It's like GTA, you know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
Where I live out here, it used to be like that. It used to be like country town like that. But dude, there's out here where I live at, dude, there's so much construction. Like I actually have a cousin. She bought 36 acres, like 10 minutes out to the east of us. But so like I still get to shoot out here. But dude, it's so I don't know about you guys, but where I live at now, it's just, dude, they're building so much stuff out here. It's insane.
Yeah, they're the same. Well, kind of the same thing. They're tearing down a lot of stuff too.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in the area where we live at, we used to have an old Army base that got closed down in 93, so a lot of the infrastructure, a lot of interest around the area kind of left when they closed down the Army base down here. So
Right.
it's kind of slowly been trying to rebuild itself, but a lot of factories, stuff like that, have shut down, moved away. So it's mostly
Right.
residential stuff where we're at. Not a lot of production anymore because a lot of companies go overseas or down south now for a lot of their manufacturing needs, so they don't actually stick around here. We've had a lot of factories closed down, a lot of production closed down, so it's kind of a struggling little economy in our local area. But I mean, it's trying to come back. But I mean, you got most of the time people coming down and doing things through realty and stuff like that, trying to bring in new businesses. Got a lot of people coming down from New York City actually trying to revitalize the area, trying to make it look like a Wonderful Life kind of ripoff, from that old movie. But I mean,
right.
they're trying something at least,
Yeah. Hey, as long as they're doing something.
Sounds better than nothing. So you said growing up, your family was kind of in the trash business. How did it shape you to get into it?
Just really seeing the lifestyle that it could bring. Like immediately I knew, just like, I've never really been the school type. Like I love school for the wrong reasons, Now the spot that I'm at is like, now I'm more of the intellectual type now, but back in school, I'm like, you know what? Why am I going to go to college and make $60,000 a year when I can just hop into trash? Dude, I got my first trash job. So just like you guys, I think it was you, Alex, that was saying that you started off doing as a helper or something, right? So I started off as a helper too, but my first job at 18, I started off making, I think it was, or actually, no, I'm sorry. I started off my first gig it was called Alpine Waste. $15 an hour, right? Which wasn't nothing at the time, but I did that for like a couple months. And then I went to a company called Western Disposal. Dude, 18 years old. I'm 32 now. So 14 years ago, dude, I was making $23.50 as an 18-year-old.
Dang.
Like, that's still good money,
yeah.
like nowadays, dude. But at the time, dude, I was balling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the time, I'm like, I'm so glad I did this, Meanwhile, my buddies were getting the college debt, and like, I have no debt with school at all, dude. Like, and I'm living pretty good.
Right.
That's good.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried the college scene for all of like one semester, and then that kind of bit me in the ass a little bit. But I mean, I was like, hey, I'm not doing much anything. I'm just keep working at Lowe's, whatever. Let me go try college, and I went for criminal justice, which is one of the most over
Used.
sought after freaking degree ever. And I'm like talking to a lot of police officers, a lot of agencies and stuff. They're like, if you go for that, don't even bother. Like, we would rather see a general studies degree than a criminal justice degree, because everything we're going to teach you in the academy or wherever you go, we're just going to have to basically, have you forget everything you learned in school to come here. So I was like, okay. And then I was kind of looking at like, a lot of the jobs, and I'm like, they're not really, I mean, a lot of, unless you get a lot of overtime, you're not making or breaking $100,000 in most of the state or local police departments unless you're working a ton of overtime. So I was like, why am I going to, work 80, 90 hours a week just to get where I'm at, where I can be driving truck or anything else? So that, I'm out.
Right. I got a question for you guys. Do you guys plan to retire from trash? What's your guys' plans?
I'll let Shawn go first.
Well, I mean, I kind of just got into it for like a temporary thing. So I'm not still sure on that yet. Like, I'm still on the fence with retiring from trash.
Well, my life goal is to eventually, once the kids get out of school, once they get going and start in their life, just a couple more years going. I'm working the job until then. Then I want to open up a small business of my own again. I used to have a small business with my dad. We were doing a hobby shop, but kind of fell through. So I kind of want to go something along the lines of that. I wouldn't mind actually owning my own trash company. To be honest with you, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made out there. Even if you're just a single guy in a pickup truck at start, I mean, you can just start small and then keep growing. And eventually, if you get large enough and you're kind of hitting a hurdle, you can always sell off to your competition. I mean, that's
everybody does that.
But
there's a lot of people that do that.
I actually want to be a business owner. I don't want to keep doing it for just another person. I mean, it's a good job. Don't get me wrong. I love what I do. That's why I've been doing it for 10 years. But I definitely don't want to always in the long run be in the a driver still. I want to actually have some agency in what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's how I look at it too. Like, this is trash is my vehicle to get where I want to go, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how I look at it too. But yeah,
that's
yeah. That's what I like talking to people
It's definitely
about.
a good job, though.
It is for sure. It is.
And it's definitely you see a lot of stuff every day, and that's the best part of it. Like, I could have went back to computers already, and I've gotten offered jobs before back in computers, and it's like, but I don't get to see this stuff. You know, I don't get to drive around and experience the outside, and you know, and that kind of sucks. But you know,
where else are you going to go, and someone's going to trust you to take out their $300,000 vehicle all day long and not ruin it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a good point. That's a real good point.
It's kind of a big responsibility, you know.
Oh yeah, always makes you laugh when I'm passing by these guys, you know, romping on Corvettes and stuff. Oh, look at my Corvette. That's $150,000. I'm like, you want to have a real vehicle? Come over here and drive this thing. Come on now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Alex has two steering wheels.
Yep, I do. Yep.
That's right. Look what I could.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't drive front load, but I always think, but like, hey, I could pick
I do front load.
1,000 car up.
Yeah. I definitely do front load. Yeah, it's
Oh,
you can pick up anything with that thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did residential for 5 years, and then I'm 2 years into front load right now. So
self-proclaimed best man in residential. You know.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't go there with that. Like, no. Because I've done some.
I remember you saying that you were a front load driver when we spoke on the phone.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's ringing a bell. My brain's been a mess, dude, with what I got going on, dude.
It's great.
I tried front load for all of 2 days, and you know, I don't know if you're experienced, or I don't know how big you are, but like I said, I'm 6 foot, you know, foot 4, you know, a couple 100 pounds, and I'm like squeezed into this thing, and I'm driving this old auto car. It was a real piece of crap, you know, truck, but it didn't have no cameras on the hopper or anything. Didn't have no thing, so you're just doing it all by looking at the mirrors. And I'm sitting there. In order for me to see what I'm packing, I had to lean over, like almost double over on myself, just to see what I'm packing, make sure the blade's back forward and all that. I'm like, I'm done. This is so uncomfortable.
Must be nice, dude. Must be nice. I'm referred to as a battle gnome. I'm 5'6", so I don't have those problems.
Well, perfect size. I swear, when they make these trucks, they're designed for like small Asian guys or something. You know,
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we've had a couple guys, dude. Like, what's the biggest guy? We've had some monsters, dude, and like, damn, dude, like, you okay? Like, you probably aren't sitting comfortable. Like, I'm 5'6", dude. I mean, I'm barely comfortable, you know.
Yeah, right. I said that's the biggest reason why I'm still in residential is I'm just there for the comfort level. I mean, if you're there for 10, 12 hours a day, I don't want to be squished in there and driving around and feeling like I'm in a sardine can. You know what I mean? So that's my comfort level is very, very much on point for me. And I said, I have no ambitions to ever leave the trash if I have to. You know what I mean? I'm just here to make sure my kids, keep a place over their heads, and stay through everything, get them started in life, and then once that's done, we'll see what happens then. But but for now, I mean, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
the biggest trouble I had with front load is I'm 6 foot, so like I'm not too tall for the truck, but getting behind the blade was a struggle at first. I struggled to get behind the blade. And then, finally I figured it out, but definitely.
Yeah, I don't have any of those problems. I slide in and out.
Right. Yeah. Little jiu-jitsu guys probably like, Kung Fu, Jackie Chan and up them steps, you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Forward rolling into the back. Yeah.
All you're from inside the truck is
trying to freaking armbar the hydraulic system.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's
great.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu is my biggest passion, dude. Besides driving the trucks and everything else, dude, that's my biggest passion for sure.
Well, you never know what's going to end up being in the future for you, man. You might have your own, I don't call it a dojo for jiu-jitsu, but maybe your own martial arts studio.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty tight, right?
It's one of the best dudes in the sport. He actually was a trash man, and then he was so good. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Look him up. His name's Gordon Ryan. But yeah, he was a trash truck driver. Yeah, and he just found the passion, and he's like the best. He's one of the best in the world.
I'll look him up.
That's really good. That's definitely really good.
Yeah, it was cool hearing the story. Like, dang, it'd be cool to get paid from jiu-jitsu,
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess technically I am already from the YouTube videos, but make just a little money. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of think martial arts is kind of like meant for guys under 6 foot. You know what I mean? Because like I couldn't try to imagine myself trying to do any kind of moves like that. I mean,
actually, my favorite guys to fight are guys that are big like you.
He's about to mess
just
you
a
up.
different body structure. You know, like we have there's actually I got a video on my channel. The dude that's in the video, he's probably like 6'3" maybe, but solid dude, straight muscle, dude. And yeah, I don't know. I've always found it fun fighting big guys like you. I've been like that since I was young. But yeah, there's a lot of guys, dude, that are big, that like monsters, dude. Like there's a lot of like really, really small people, and there's a lot of really, really big people, and then you got guys like me that are in the middle, you know. But dude, I mean, honestly,
right.
In jiu-jitsu, like size isn't even a thing, dude. Like I get my ass kicked by a 16-year-old girl all the time, dude.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, she's half my size, dude. Like, yeah, it's a very crazy sport. Like, size and weight doesn't matter so much. It's a very crazy sport, dude. It's so cool. It's
awesome. Alex, so what I'm getting from this is he wants to take you on, buddy. We're gonna have to bring him down.
Nope. I'm gonna tag out as soon as possible, man. I'm done. Like,
it's weird, dude. It's weird.
Cameras.
I'll happily go over there and show you guys some stuff, dude. It's fun. You guys, I mean, honestly, Alex, with you being a nerd, you saying that you're a nerd, jiu-jitsu is for nerds. It's literally playing human chess, dude. That's exactly what it is. It's human chess.
I always like
so
Ip Man,
fun, dude.
you know.
Say it again.
I always like the Ip Man series, so you know, little Wing Chun, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
little just deflecting moves and just taps. I can do that. I'm a pretty solid guy. I can just move my hands around, you know what I mean?
There you go. Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah.
Or I goes into boxing, but
right. So in the trash game, there's a lot of misconceptions about us. What do you think about them, and how do you handle them?
Which misconceptions? Give me some.
Like, so people say we're dirty, or stuff like that. Like,
I kind of already mentioned that one, Shawn.
Yeah.
You
did, but
I mean, honestly, I think, and see, this is the whole reason why I like to do the videos, is because of the misconceptions, you know. And one of them, like with us being dirty, I mean, I'm not like the most like aesthetic thing to look at, but I mean, I don't look dirty, you know. And if you go and look inside of my truck, like, dude, these trucks are more clean than some people's cars, dude. Like, depending on the driver, but that misconception needs to
live in it.
I mean, I mean, nothing needs to be proved, but the misconceptions are funny to me, honestly.
Yeah, like you drive by people and they plug their nose, or
yeah,
we're dirty, you know.
Right.
Some days our trash trucks do smell. I mean, I'll give them that. Like, there's sometimes when you pick up like a meat processing place, this truck smells so bad.
Do you guys do compost?
But like, no, I don't think so.
Oh, dude, if you guys ever do compost, dude, those meat packing places, compost smells worse than that. Compost is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's gross.
It's actually pretty cool because our company started doing composting in certain areas. We haven't got on that program yet, but so they'll send compost trucks out. They'll send recycle trucks out, trash trucks out. The biggest complaint is that it does smell worse than, if you pick up just trash on a hot summer day. Like, because if you think about it, it's all this vegetation, other stuff that's all like basically rotting away. So it's all in these cans. You dump it, and
Right. Yeah, it's gross.
Thankfully, we haven't dealt with that yet where we're at, but
nice.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
So you said you've done front load. Now, in your company, they do front load trash and front load recycling?
We do front load trash, front load recycling also with also roll off and rear load. Yeah. We got recycle in every division. Yeah.
So what do you like better? Do you like trash or recycling better?
Honestly, there's pros and cons to each. Like for trash,
it definitely is.
Well, see, I mean, my situation is kind of different too, because I'll go out of my way to go and make friends with the customers or whatever. But more so with trash, like in trash, you see more tips. You see more people wanting to feed you. You see more love, Whereas recycling, if you're not that extroverted type to where you go and try to make the connections, then you don't really get as much love as the trash guy does. I don't know about your guys' experience, but that was my experience for probably like the first couple of years that I did trash until I realized, hey, if I want to keep getting some free shit, I got to go and make some more friends. So whether it was recycling or not, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I like the cleanliness of recycle, but I also don't like I don't like cleaning the back out of the front load truck with recycle because, I mean, recycle gets everywhere, dude.
Right. So a lot of people's like what I hear a lot about is packing like cardboard and stuff. It's like harder because it comes out and tries to go over the blade, whereas trash just falls in and packs fairly easy. You know, that's one of the biggest things I hear.
With what I got, the truck that I got, there's an override button. So when I go to pack, you know how like typically you have to release the tailgate, unlock it, and bring up the tailgate to push the blade all the way back through. So with my truck, you can hold the override button and you can completely pack the recycle to the very, very rear of the truck. So, dude, I can literally pack on like 120 cans of recycle. And I mean, the truck I got is badass, dude. But I don't really have that problem too much.
My original truck is it doesn't have that feature, so like it'll go almost all the way to the back. It'll go almost to the door.
Oh, okay.
I'm just an auto pack, so it's really cool. You know,
yeah, it is cool.
I don't know. Like for me, I didn't mind recycling because you don't have to walk in the landfill. I don't know if you guys deal with landfills or you deal with transfer stations, but you don't have to go in the landfill. You just go into this building.
For recycle.
Yeah, for ours, we just go into a building and dump it off. Then for trash, we go into the landfills, which really sucks. But I mean,
yeah. Landfills are crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, worst experiences are landfills.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they definitely are. So, yeah, they're definitely really good, though. I mean, like, doing recycling, to me, is just the cleanliness of it. It's cleaner. Like, it's a lot cleaner. Yeah. Like, you don't got to deal with the crap. Yeah. So, let me see.
Yeah, I'll let you guys keep asking questions. I'll ramble on.
It's cool. It's great. It's good content.
Right. If you've seen any of our ones where it's just me and Shawn, that's all we do is ramble. We'll have like a few key points and us saying, we're off in right field, left field, and then we're like never on topic.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to ramble.
Oh yeah. I mean, could be like Joe Rogan and just sit there and talk for 3 or 4 hours about just not random nonsense all the time. You know.
Right. Yeah, that's fun too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, let me see. If you can give everybody that's watching this one piece of advice, what would you give them?
Like general, like life advice?
Or life advice, work advice, whatever. Yeah, whatever, man.
Whatever. For trash, I would say just be kind to everyone you encounter, whether you're having a bad day or not, because you don't know what that person's going through. You know that makes the effort to try and smile at you or wave at you or whatever. Do your best to just be kind out there because people are watching, and
right.
I don't know, people are watching, and I mean, you could be the person that they could want that smile or that wave back from the most for that day, That's definitely some trash advice. Life advice, let's say I guess kind of the same thing. Just be as kind as you could because there is such thing as karma. Karma will get that ass if you ain't nice out there.
Karma. Definitely. That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
That's my advice. Train jiu-jitsu. Everybody.
Right. Yeah. So we're gonna kind of end it here. I believe Alex has some stuff to do.
Sorry.
Do you want to give your channel a shout out?
Yeah. If you guys want to reach me, there's my channel is called Trashy But Classy 1776, and over there you'll find me doing trash truck content, jiu-jitsu content, probably not so much firearms content for a while. Just I'm taking a break from the firearms just for a little bit for the time being. But if you guys want to reach me, go ahead and feel free to reach out over there. You can find me on Instagram at Flores Photos. I just started a Instagram, but other than that, I don't really have any other social media. I mean, you can find me on Snapchat too. Snapchat, you can find me at Flores1650. I think. I'll have to send you guys the link to that, but
well, yeah. So everything that he's telling you will be in the description below. So if you want to reach him, it will be in the description. So
yeah, feel free to reach out to whoever's watching. I mean, I'm a pretty friendly guy, if you guys can tell.
and his videos are awesome too. We've
Yeah.
watched a lot of his videos, and they're really good.
I appreciate that.
Really
Thank you,
entertaining. Definitely watch
I've spent
it,
a lot
guys.
of time learning.
It was definitely an honor having you on, and man, we appreciate your positivity and your you're just a great guy to have on.
Right.
appreciate you
And
guys.
I mean,
Thank
if
you.
you
Likewise.
ever want to come back, if you ever want to come back, shoot, it's open.
Yeah. If maybe we could do this on like a Friday night or something. When Friday night, Saturday night or something, maybe have a beer or two on the. I would love to do this.
Oh, see,
I love.
now you're talking about game.
Yeah,
Now you're talking about game.
definitely.
You guys get it set up and let me know when you have available, and I'll make something work.
All right,
for you
man.
guys.
Shoot, definitely.
Shoot the ship for a little bit longer for sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. The stories are definitely interesting. So,
Oh yeah.
all right, guys.
Yeah, we can go over some trash
thanks
stories
for
sure.
watching.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, you guys take care.